For 2 years running, Norman Love was named one of the 10 top pastry chefs in America by Chocolatier magazine. Not surprisingly, he was appointed to World Pastry Cup 99 USA team. In January, the team will compete in France against some 20 other countries. His dessert is Kahlua soufflé.
We first start with our milk on the fire. We're going to be making our soufflé base. I've roasted some espresso beans, and I mean roasted. I've placed them in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes at 350 degrees, just to sweat or to release the oils from the beans. And by taking a rolling pin, I'm going to break the espresso beans and to assist them in releasing their flavor in the infusion with the milk. A good measurement is about 100 grams of beans to a liter of liquid. So here I have a liter of liquid or milk on the fire. I'm going to add my espresso beans.
The beans can infuse in the milk overnight.
I'm going to add a vanilla bean to it also, just to help push the coffee flavor. Split the bean open. Scrape with the back of my knife to get the bean or the seeds out of the center of the bean.
Meanwhile, butter and bread flour are creamed. The espresso-infused milk is drained, and the flour-butter mixture is added.
With the whisk, we're going to work that into the mass. We're going to cook the roux, if you will, for about 2 or 3 minutes, and you'll see it will thicken pretty well. You continue to whisk. Once you start to see it releasing from the bottom of the pan, we can remove it from the heat.
The base goes back into the electric mixer. Sugar is added, and using the paddle attachment, the mixture is cooled. Egg yolks are added.
And we're then going to slowly add our egg yolks, a few at a time. Place the warm mixture into a bowl, and you want to allow this to come to room temperature, or actually even cool, for a few hours before you continue in folding the meringue.
After the soufflé base is cooled, egg whites are beaten into a meringue, and the base is flavored with Kahlua.
And we're going to incorporate the two well together.
The soufflé will go into butter and sugar-coated ramekins.
We're going to add the starch, and it's just about a teaspoon of starch. It's very important that you don't over-whip your egg whites. The egg whites should still have a very shiny cast to them. And there's 2 ways to check if the egg whites have been properly mixed. One is that when you lift the egg whites, it forms the beak of a bird. And the other is that it will cling onto the side of the bowl of the egg whites will cling on the side of the whipping bowl, so that not to be too soft or to be too tightly whipped. If you start to see a grainy, dull-looking egg whites, you know that you've whipped too much, and it really is necessary to re-whip the whites. The nice folding motion, we're going to fold the egg whites into the soufflé base. And then we can fill our bowls. And you want to fill completely to the top. And then with your thumb, take the inside of the bowl and just run your thumb right around to ensure that there's a very, very clean surface on the end, and it will allow the souffle to rise straight.
Bake at 385 degrees for 18 minutes. The souffle is served with chocolate sauce and a honey cinnamon cream sauce.
As the souffle comes out of the oven, we dust the souffle with sugar. This is our Kahlua Espresso hot souffle served with a dark chocolate sauce and a honey cinnamon whipped cream.